Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite YouTube channel and podcast. Hashtag KT, excuse me. Well, that's the abbreviation. I had to change the name for legal purposes. Keep that same energy sports talk with Justin P. and my co-host Maurice Savage Jr. This is episode 195 for the YouTube channel. And for the audio version, which you can listen to on Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, and all that stuff like that. This is season 5, episode 27. I can check out episode 26. I had Steve Weiss on here last Thursday. He's basically like a regular guest now, like one of my good friends on the NFL Network. So y'all can go check that out. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here's the man, the myth, the legend, my co-host, your co-host, Mr. Maurice Savage Jr. Yay, yay!
What's good, family? What's good, family? It always feels good to be back, man. Right here where I started my thing at. I'm always happy to be back here. Blessed to be around the family. Of course, blessed to be with Big Bro, man. We got a lot of things to talk about, man. This has been one great week of just pure football. I ain't gonna say just 1 week, 2 weeks college football and a professional football, man. It's been lit. So of course I ain't gonna hold you up too long. Of course we're gonna hit you with some opinions because we're gonna let you know what's really on our mind. We thinking hard when it comes to this. We ain't just hitting you with some just theories. We thinking hard. And of course we're gonna hit you with some emotions because it's heartfelt. We come from the heart with this. But at the end of the day, none of that matters unless we hit you with the facts.
That's a fact. Yeah, well, all right, we're gonna first we're gonna recap college football week 3. Just get into a couple games, give our opinions on them. Then we're gonna look forward to some games in week 4. And we're gonna do our we're gonna break down our predictions and stuff like that. And talk a little bit about both Monday night games that's coming on. And then
We good? Let's go.
we'll talk about the Monday night games because 2 Monday night games tonight and who we picked and why we pick them. And while we'll do our predictions for week 3 since we ain't gonna be back on here until probably like Monday. So all right, let's start it off. Week 3 of college football. It's a game that stuck out to me. We can go. We're gonna start with Kentucky and Youngstown State. Kentucky
You mean
won.
week 2, right?
It's week 3 of college football. This week 3 that just went is week 4 coming up.
Okay.
Yeah. So Kentucky is 3-0. Youngstown State is 2-1. We're gonna start with some statistics from Youngstown State. They
My
quarterback.
bad. My team only played twice. My bad.
Right. Youngstown State. We're gonna go team. We're gonna go team stats. I ain't gonna go individual. It's too much. Total offense. Youngstown State had 192. And Kentucky had 480. They had 377 yards passing. Kentucky and Youngstown State had 134 in rushing. Youngstown State had 58, and Kentucky had 103. First downs 26 for Kentucky, 9 for Youngstown State. Third down efficiency. Kentucky was 6 of 11, pretty good. Youngstown State 0 for 10. Ooh.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm feeling Kentucky, yo. For these past couple years, I've been feeling Kentucky football.
Yeah, and on the last one I got time of possession 38 minutes and 10 seconds for Kentucky, 21 minutes and 50 seconds for Youngstown State. So just give me your basic your thoughts and just
A couple games. Okay. Oh, that's easy. All right.
no,
Well, first of all,
just off this particular game. I'm gonna go
oh, off the what Kentucky full of the game.
Kentucky and Youngstown State. That's the game I'm on now. I'm going down. I'm going down. I'm going down. I'm gonna pick
Okay,
like
okay.
game. So
Well, as I already said, man, I like Kentucky, man. I like what they're doing. They changing that atmosphere all the way around. They letting you know this is just not a basketball program. I mean, if you look at it, I mean, Kentucky, we always have good college basketball teams, but we haven't won everything. We our coach is not the college guru of college coaches. So I mean, gotta give credit where it's due. I definitely want to see more. I definitely want to see more before I jump open arms like that. What Kentucky would have to go undefeated, what, like 3 straight years to finally get some respect, right?
pretty much.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? And I'm not ready to jump on that bandwagon just yet. I got them being that team that probably lose about two games for like the next couple seasons, and then they start getting on a radar, and we had to wake up. But I mean, overall, that's just a team that I like watching come up. That's basically all I gotta say. That because I really like Kentucky.
I like them too. They definitely put on. They just dominate them, 31-0. Like I said, basically double them every statistical category: total yards, passing, rushing, time possession. They tripled them in first down, 26 to their 9. So they're not even ranked right now. So they keep this up, they can definitely crack the top 25. But they don't. They can't help who they beat. They beat them up. So
Mm-hmm.
They did that too, man. This was a very impressive one. Like you said, Kentucky definitely is always going to be that basketball boy, but they put some guys in the league like Wandale Robinson, Josh Pascal. It's a couple running backs, a couple corners.
Oh yeah, yeah. They got a couple guys on the low.
Yeah, so like that was a pretty good one for them, like I said. So and they can just beat LSU or one of them Mississippi State, they'll get a little bit more respect. All right, another game. We're gonna do like 4 or 5 games. Then we're gonna pick off top 4 for week 4, and we're gonna get into the fun stuff with the NFL. All right, Oklahoma, Nebraska. Oklahoma trashes Nebraska 49-14. Oklahoma is number 6 in the nation. They're 3-0. Nebraska 1-3. All right. We're gonna do total team stats. Oklahoma 580 yards of total offense. They had 268 passing yards, 312 rushing yards. They averaged 7 yards per play. Damn. First down 31. They was 10 of 6 on third down. Fourth down 1 of 2. 50%. They ran 84 total plays. They only punted 3 times. They had 6 penalties for 65 yards, 1 fumble loss, no interceptions thrown. In time of possession, they had the ball for 29 minutes and 36 seconds. All right, so look at Nebraska. They had 327 yards total offense, 164 passing yards, 163 rushing yards, and they averaged 4.3 yards per play. First downs, they had 21. They were 6 of 17 on third down. Yikes. Fourth down, they were 0 for 2. Total plays, 76. They punted 7 times. They had 5 penalties for 40 yards. 1 fumble loss. They threw 1 interception, and they had the ball longer too, 30 minutes and 24 seconds. So just give me your take on this game.
Well, from what I'm looking at, when you say Nebraska threw an interception, that was the backup quarterback who threw an interception. So you feel me? That's that. I'll you know what I'm saying? I'll save the offense a little bit with that right there. But I mean, hey, bro, if I'm looking at these.
Oh, being freeze. Hold on.
They had about 4 running backs averaging 5 yards a carry. So I'm kind of shocked on how they lost to Oklahoma. That's number one. I mean, 4 running backs. That's I mean in the NFL that's no way that should be a loss. And it clearly looks like, I mean, you got a number 1 wide receiver in Palmer. He had 10 catches for 92 yards, but look at the rest of them. You don't see anybody else with the 2 catches, and I think one is a tight end and another guy's a running back. So you really not getting no production at all in Nebraska. I'm shocked this not the Nebraska team or unit that we were used to in the 90s growing up. Nebraska was a team that you talked about. They wasn't winning championships and this, that, and the third, but there were players coming from Nebraska, and that school Nebraska had his number in the 90s. And I can't wait till we bring that all the way back, even though, man, you don't control that. I cannot wait till 90s come back, like Miami being on top again, USC being back, Nebraska being back, LSU. I want to see that come back, because you can't keep letting all these new talents surpass you. And then when we go to Oklahoma, I mean, what you expect? You got Gray had 113 on yards on the ground, 2 rushing TDs. No matter what, Oklahoma has always no matter what, Nebraska has always had, not Nebraska, Oklahoma has always had good teams. I could see myself, if I wasn't a fan of Alabama, or LSU would be my next team, I could see myself rocking with these guys. I mean, Oklahoma, I mean, the Sooners. I mean, how you don't think about Jim Ross? How you don't think about football? I mean, overall, I mean, to me, when I think about football, I think about southern places, Texas, Alabama, Oklahoma, and things like that. So I'm happy to see that these guys are at 3-0. I want these guys to keep it up and do something. Let these Oklahoma fans have something to be proud of. I mean, because, I mean, we watch you guys have these good teams, and then when these guys go to the NFL, I mean, come on, man. They almost get ready to be a has-been. Marquise Brown, if he keep playing like how he playing, he about to be a has-been. Baker Mayfield, about to be a has-been. So all I can say is this college thing going on, keep it going. See if you can turn into 4-0 next week.
Yeah, no, you're right. That game right there, Oklahoma just flat out put it to him, dog. The kid Gabriel, threw for like 275 yards. They ran the ball effectively. They played smashed out defense. They probably gave those yards up once they took the starters out. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, Brent Venables is doing an amazing job. You know, he was always an amazing defensive coordinator at Clemson. Now he's the head coach taking over. What's my guy, Lincoln Riley. And, he in Oklahoma never really had defense. Now they have a defensive minded head coach, so now they're going to play some defense. So that's going to be scary for them. So the Big 12 and all them better watch out for Oklahoma. Them boys put together right. This next game, my Hurricanes had a bad sports weekend, so forgive me for sounding a little down. We had a tough game. I knew this was going to be tough because Texas A&M was coming off an embarrassing loss to Appalachian State, so I knew they weren't going to probably drop 2 games back to back. Texas A&M beat my Canes 17-9. They ranked 23. We ranked 25. Hopefully, we don't drop up to 25 because of that. I don't think so though, because A&M is a good team, so I think they'll probably keep us at 25. Total yards, we pretty much outgained them. We had 392 total yards, passing yards 217. We had 175 on the ground. We averaged 5.1 yards per play. We had 27 first downs. We was 5 of 13 on third down, on 1 fourth down. Total plays 77. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
3 punts, 7 penalties for 52 yards. We had 1 fumble loss, no picks thrown. Time of possession 34 minutes and 20 seconds. All right. AME had 264 total yards of offense, 140 yards passing, 124 yards rushing, 5.1 yards of play, 16 first downs for 12 on third down. They didn't go for it on fourth down. Total plays 52. They punted 6 times, five penalties for 55 yards. So, that's about right. No fumble loss, no interception thrown. They had the ball for 25 minutes and 40 seconds. You see all this, you want to know how Miami lose. Simple. We kicked field goals. They didn't. So, like I said, we got to the red zone 3 times. Had to settle for 3 every time. That hurt us because TVD was definitely picking them apart. You know what I'm saying?
So my thing is, what I would have to say is, if I want to put this loss on anybody, and I know how I would only have to put it on Van Dyke. The only reason why I'm saying is this: you guys literally lost that game by a touchdown. Literally lost the game by a touchdown. You feel me? At what point, you feel me, where and I know I'm coming off wrong because of course he has no NFL intelligence where he can call his own plays, but I'm like, you getting down there 3 times, you got at least punch it in twice. If you punch it in 2 touchdowns, you won the game. You feel me? So and it's so much you could put on a running back. I mean, your running back had 16 carries for 85 yards. If he was to finish every game with 85 yards, he's gonna have a 1,000-yard season. You feel me? Easily. You can't say nothing about him. And then, I mean, what you expect? The other team's defense has to do a job. What you think, you're gonna run the ball, and then when you get to the goal line, all of a sudden these guys just gonna let you walk in? No. You gotta develop some play action pass. You might have to help me with this because you're a Miami fan. Miami needs wide receivers. What happened to the Santana Mosses? The Michael Irvins? Reggie Wayne is one of my favorite wide receivers of all time. Andre Johnson, one of the best wide receivers of all time, underrated. Where are these guys at? These guys are not even grabbing Devin Hester-esque type wide receivers. Are you serious? You guys need to do something. I mean, I'm just looking at this. I mean,
Out tight end, not to cut you off. Tight end is good though. William Mallory is a beast.
That's why I'm only talking about wide receivers. They look like the Ravens right now. I'm looking at that. Your top wide receiver, 3 catches for 42 yards, and you play a 4-hour game, a 4-hour game. Come on, man. That's not gonna cut it. And you already know this, bro. You got the blood, the U on your chest. That's not you wide receivers.
Wow.
Come on. You tell me you can't get 100 yards? 100? You can't score a touchdown? Michael Irvin would have got me that. Reggie Wayne would have got me that. You guys that's coming to Miami, because most of the time, this is how it is. Let's not get it twisted. I don't want to spend too much time on you. This is not a situation where I'm just going to the U. You know what it means when you go to the U. When you play any position, you know what that means when you go to the U. If I went to the U, I'm sorry. I should already know. If I'm going to play wide receiver, Michael Irvin going to be on my ass. Reggie Wayne going to be up at the games. Santana Moss is going to be up here. Oh, don't let me play running back. I got here Clinton Porter's mouth. Edgar James, Willis McGahee. Last time I checked, these running backs from Miami not having no problems. It's the wide receivers. All I'm going to say is this, man. It's either do some better scouting or you wide receivers yourself. You got to step it up. You got to give something Van Dyke. I mean, come on. Van Dyke threw the ball 41 times. How the hell he ain't complete 31 of them? He only completed 21. And the reason why, he ain't got nobody. No touchdowns, 217 and no touchdowns. I mean, come on. It wouldn't shock me if Van Dyke have a season this year, and I'm done after this, where he throw for 450 yards and no touchdowns, and they lose just like how they lost 20-17. It wouldn't shock me. Go ahead, bro.
You're right. And it's not all on him. The play calling got to be better. John Cooley, the offensive coordinator, got to put him in better positions. Like, if the run work can stick with the run, if the pass work can stick with it, like he just gets a little above himself. Like we could have easily won this game 21-17. Like, and then I would have shot us up into the top 10. So, but like I said, our defense, shout out to Kevin Steele and Jason Taylor, man. They held the high power offense to under 300 yards total offense and held them to 7. So it's like, what more do you want defensively? But enough of that. Now we're gonna go to your boys. I'm gonna let you gloat for a little bit. Alabama, y'all 3-0. Y'all played 3 games. Number 2 in the nation. They beat the shit out of Los Angeles, Louisiana Monroe, 63-7.
I'm gonna be short and sweet on this one, and I'm gonna let you take over. First of all, when I was watching that game, bro, I wound up turning my boys off. When I seen my boys smash, I would. What, they scored a touchdown when the score was like 35-7. That's the last time I watched the game, when they scored that touchdown, because I just wanted to see if we was going to give up anything. Because if we would have gave up no points, I would have watched that whole game, watched it 63-0. But once I seen they scored, I was like, oh yeah, we really gonna win this game. It's really over with. Don't even worry about it. But I mean, first things first. Matter of fact, I'm just going to talk about the bads that I saw. I'm not going to talk about nothing good. It was a great win. First things first. This is the slowest offense I ever seen in Alabama history. By far. Be real with me, bro. You don't fear none of our wide receivers.
Yeah, they don't got the monster speed demons like they normally have at receiver. Yeah, they don't.
You would have thought, hold on, don't we got Lulu, the tight end? Don't nobody fear him neither. I think our greatest asset, and I want to make sure I get his name right, our running back, number 1. What's his name? We got him from Georgia Tech.
I know you're talking about. I can't pronounce his name.
I get his name right quick. Gibbs. That's what we got. Jeremiah Gibbs.
Yeah. Then
this is how terrible it is. Jeremiah Gibbs and I want to make sure this is correct. 2 straight games in a row, he's leading our team in receiving. He's the running back, people. The running back. Why is our running back leading our team in rushing yards? Why is our wide receiver leading our team in receiving yards? Why was our running back leading in receptions and receiving touchdowns? I don't get it. I don't understand. I mean, yeah, it's showing me here all purpose back, but that's not what I like to see. I like that Alabama where it's threats everywhere. Tight end, wide receiver, running back, everything, the quarterback. I mean, come on right now. I mean, I'm looking at this shit. Even with us doing we did, I'm still looking at, I'm scared of Georgia. I'm scared of Georgia. Devontae Adams, can they say you failed the class and send you back to college? Because we can't fuck with them right now. I'm sorry. Georgia.
Now you see what I'm saying. Georgia,
we can't fuck with them right now. I'm trying to give
Georgia at least 2 touchdowns better than y'all. That can change in a month from now, but right now they 2 touchdowns.
I was gonna say better than that. I'm so scared of Alabama's defense right now. Alabama's defense, if they were to play us right now, they probably would fuck us up like 34-14. No cap. Because I'm sitting up here like, who is Bryce Young passing the ball to? For the last 2 weeks, I've been watching Bryce Young look like Russell Wilson. Sorry about that, people. But like I said, watching Bryce Young for the past 2 weeks, looking like Russell Wilson, just running around in the pocket, dinking and dunking, finding whoever he can give it to. And every time you see him, he's giving the ball to Gibbs. I mean, and I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to go to this. Just like I got on the Miami Hurricanes wide receivers. Alabama, come on, man. You just watched all these wide receivers, except for John Metchie. You watch all these guys go in the first-round draft pick. and you don't want to be don't nobody want to be the next Jerry Judy. Devontae Smith. Don't nobody want Calvin Ridley at least. Don't none of y'all want to be that. Y'all right now, y'all just running routes, getting open if you can, making catches if you can. I'm sorry, yo. It wouldn't shock me, and I love my team, if we beat the shit out of teams we supposed to, and then we play guys like Georgia and lose every game. I'm gonna hand it over to you.
I'm gonna just run down the stats, and I'm gonna go to week 4 of college football. Just pick out some. We just gonna pick some games, give out winners, then we gonna move forward. Total offense, y'all had 509. Passing yards 236, rushing yards 273, yards per play 8.6. I had 23 first down. Y'all was 1 of 6 of third down. Ooh. Fourth down, 1 of 3. Total plays, y'all ran 60 plays. Y'all punted twice. Had 6 penalties for 60 yards. No fumbles lost. Rice threw 2 picks. And time possession,
Yo,
y'all had a
you
ball for
good?
minutes, 37 seconds. Told guys, so what's up?
Okay.
He's had 109 yards total offense.
Show us how we can download our videos to YouTube.
91 yards passing, 78 yards rushing, 2.6 yards to play. God damn, they had 11 first downs. They was 4 of 17 on third down. They ain't getting no fourth down. They played 64. They had 12 punts, 24 yards. They threw a pick and they had the ball for 36 minutes. That'll be great. Look at some games in week 4. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna get to that after. 1 second. Almost.
Hmm?
It'll be 4 games. All right. West Virginia, Virginia Tech. Who you got winning that?
You said West Virginia, Virginia Tech. I'm going with West Virginia just because of Tavon Austin.
Give me a score.
This might be a close one. Let me get 30 to 35.
I'm gonna go West Virginia 31-28 because I like their run game. All right. Let's go Maryland and Michigan. It's tricky right here.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Why you do? Yo, I say this all the time. If not Alabama, not LSU, Michigan all day. I'm sorry, yo. I'm a Michigan guy. I ain't gonna lie, man. Charles Woodson. And Maryland, I'm sorry to do this to you. I gotta be in a blowout.
Probably so.
I'm going Michigan 42, Maryland 17.
Everybody know I love the Canes for sure, but I am a hometown guy. So everybody know this is my second favorite team. I'm going with the upset. I'm going Maryland 27-24.
That could happen though.
I just like what Lockley doing up there, man. He recruiting them guys and he keeping them guys home, man. And Natalia Tagovailoa,
Yes.
So I'm going Maryland the upset. All right. I'm not even gonna pick my game. We play with Tennessee. Let's see what other game. Let's see. Oh, let's go Clemson and Pittsburgh.
You say Clemson?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going with Clemson by far.
Clemson ranked to 5. No, Clemson and Wake Forest. I'm sorry.
Oh, for sure. I'm still going with Clemson. To me, every time I think of Wake Forest, I think of basketball. Until they give me otherwise, I'm going to always pick against them. I'm going with Clemson, another big blowout. But this one, let me put a little closeness on it. I'm gonna give it a 35-20 to blowout, 35-20.
I'm gonna go Clemson 41-20, 3 touchdowns. The last one, we're gonna go Wisconsin, Ohio State. Ohio State ranked number 3.
By far, Ohio State. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. They got something going. I mean, it probably could come down to Ohio State and Georgia at the end of the year. So, but this could be a game they struggle as well. But I still think they're gonna pull it off. I'm gonna go in a little bit of dogfight. Let me get 24-33.
Nah, they gonna smack fucking Wisconsin around. I'm going 45-7.
45-7. And
They
the only reason why I'm being light, I know they're gonna beat Wisconsin, but the only reason why I'm going light, because there's been a lot of upsets in college football. I'm sitting up here like, how?
I'm going. Yeah, they're gonna dug them, bro. They got like C.J. Stroud 400 yards, 4 touchdowns.
I can see that.
All right, now we're gonna recap. Week
NFL.
week 2. We made our picks last minute for this. So we're gonna start for Thursday night game. Who did you pick for Thursday night? Even though we didn't send it.
Oh, of course. Anytime the Chiefs playing, I'm always picking the Chiefs unless they go against the Ravens.
You picked the Chiefs. I picked the Chargers. So let's just talk about that game real fast.
Well, a couple of things I'm going to say is we got some of the best quarterbacks of all time right here in our face. I think right here, this might be the best quarterback era of all time. And I'm talking, and this is the reason why I'm saying all time. We didn't have a chance to have Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and Drew Brees while they were young, all playing like this right now. We got Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Herbert, Derek Carr. We got all these young guys playing like this elite right now. I mean, we talking about right now we're in the league where, honestly, 10 guys can throw for 4,000 yards in the season. That can happen. So, first of all, great game, of course. Patrick Mahomes definitely putting MVP all over this year. He putting it on there. They don't have a real running game. They don't really have a number one go-to wide receiver after Travis Kelce. He's literally throwing the ball to 9 different receivers every game. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that in history. He continued to do that shit every single time. He's making all the throws. You would think that all he was to just throw the ball to Tyreek Hill. No. He's throwing it everywhere. He can make all the throws. That's why even though I jumped the gun, I already have him as my 3rd favorite quarterback of all time. Patrick Mahomes is like that. To me, I think the thing that really sealed the deal and like start putting the game away is when the cornerback number 35, he returned like a 99-yard interception, and that killed the game. That killed the game right then and there. So it was a good game overall, and I would say the Chiefs, you need to watch out next time because Khalil Mack and those guys were playing hungry. And just to say my little bit about the Chargers, I'm not sold on that secondary. I'm not sold. J.C. Jackson, the reason why I'm saying that is because technically 2 weeks in a row, these guys were getting burnt to 8 up. If it wasn't for and mind you, it's DB life all day. If it wasn't for Ashanti Samuels getting that interception last week on Devontae Adams, he was getting killed last week. This week, J.C. Jackson, this is what I be talking about. Don't you know how people said Jalen Ramsey lost it? This is what I feel like. You lost it, Jalen Ramsey, when you start getting fucked up by 3rd, 4th string wide receivers and tight ends. J.C. Jackson, you're supposed to be a premier tight end. I mean, premier corner. A 4th string wide receiver made you do a 360 and you gave up the touchdown. That basically lost the game right there. Because once they scored, Patrick Mahomes was hot after that. You couldn't get him off the field. He was knocking it down. So that's all I gotta say about that. You go ahead.
Basically, I picked the Chargers. The game I picked the Chargers. I said 31-28, something like that. I'm just saying when I was talking to other people, that pick 6 hurt them, man. Like I said, they should at least just threw the ball away, took 3, man. Chargers defense, they played pretty well. Mahomes only had 245 yards. Asante Samuel, man, he had a big play. If he'd have picked the ball off and ran it back like how Yo did, the game would have went a different way. But
yes.
Herbert not to have Keenan Allen still threw for 300 yards, pretty good. They got to run the ball better though, because when teams start playing too high safeties and try to take away the pass, they got to run the ball more. So Eckler got to give them a little bit more, or they might got to go out there and pick up a big bat like a Latavius Murray, somebody like that, because they can't just sit back and just pass all day. So all teams want to do is just putting just rush them all game. Basically, like how the Bucks did the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. They knew they wouldn't run the ball, so they just went, basically all NASCAR, put all their DNs at D tackle and got at the Mahomes. So the Chargers definitely run the ball. The other game, Patriots and Steelers.
I'm gonna be quick on that one. Just shocked. I had the Patriots win. I had the Patriots losing that game. I'm just shocked. Mitchell Trubisky showed you that he can make things happen as long as you get the ball to the wide receiver. And Minka Fitzpatrick definitely showing signs of defensive MVP back-to-back games. So I'm just gonna say I'm shocked at Trubisky. I just gotta put it where it was. I'm shocked at Trubisky because that game stayed 17-14 the whole fourth quarter. I'm gonna hand it over to you.
No, I was asking who did we pick because I basically picked all the picks you picked because I didn't have time to look at.
Oh no, I was just giving my analysis on the game. That's all.
No, who did we pick?
I picked the Steelers to win that game.
I basically copied all your picks.
Oh, so you picked. So yeah, like I said, I basically picked the Steelers to win that game, and I thought they was going to win basically with how he played. But I mean, like I said, that was terrible. The whole fourth quarter, the score was 14-17. Nobody did nothing.
I agree with that. But I'm about to look at a little bit of some stats real fast for this game. I ain't gonna be too long either because, like I said, we gotta be done at a certain time. Matt Jones, he had an okay game. I'm waiting for it to load up. 3 for 252 yards, threw a tub. He threw an interception. Solid game. They ran the ball pretty okay. Damian Harris, 15 carries. Your boy, your two Alabama guys. 15 carries, 71 yards, 5 yards a carry, touchdown. Stevenson had 9 for 52. That's 5 yards a carry. Aguilar had 100 yards in the air. Jacoby Myers had 95 yards. They need more out of Kendrick Bourne and
yes.
Hunter Henry ain't gonna catch or John Smith or Devontae Parker. We need a little bit more out of them. I'm gonna go look at Pittsburgh stats real fast. Don Trubisky had an okay game, 21 of 33, 168 TD and pick. Najee Harris, 15 carries, 50 yards. They gotta do better running the football, as we all said. Let's look at the passing game real fast. Obviously, nobody really had a big impact there because of the yards. Let's look. Let's see. Deontay Johnson, 6 catches, 57 yards. Got to be better. Claypool and Pickens and all the guys that had 1 or 2 catches, so they got to do better. That's it. I mean, like I said, I went with you because I didn't really look at it, but I said it's a game Pittsburgh can win when I thought about it. But New England, after getting embarrassed at home by the Dolphins, Belichick ain't trying to go 0-2. You know what I mean? It's been
great defense. That's great defense for you to not score no points in the fourth quarter and win the game 17-14.
Absolutely. So yeah, So like I said, New England proved us wrong. All right, trying to see the next game on here.
You see the next game, make me smile. Say that next game.
Yeah, this phone.
Oh.
All right, here we go. The next game that's on here that we picked. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, Panthers Giants. That's why he's so eager.
Yes, sir.
Who did you take? Because whoever you took, that's what.
Easy. The Giants. That was easy. I already knew he wasn't losing to Baker Mayfield. I knew for sure that even if we would have lost the first week of the season, I knew for sure that we was going to be Mayfield. I'm gonna be short and sweet on it. We basically said that we're gonna let Christian McCaffrey go off, but nobody else is gonna beat us because there's nobody else that can affect the game. We shut the wide receivers down. Nobody had 50 yards. I think Baker Mayfield didn't make it past the 50-yard line until the second half of the game. We did what we supposed to do, and we represented good. Daniel Jones, I need more. I love no turnovers, but I need more yards. That's not a quarterback only passing for 100. Come on, 107. Come on, that I don't need to go more. Saquon Barkley. I don't want to jump the gun. You're officially back, and then last but not least, what the fuck is going on with Kadarius Toney? Oh my God, I'm done. Go ahead.
That trade talk shit got to him, but yeah, that was a good win for the Giants, 2-0 for the first time in probably like since 2016. But Brian Dable was a good hire because he just got them guys believing in him, and he got Daniel Jones looking like how he was in his rookie year when he had a pretty good year. ball. They like Wink. I gotta get much as we get Wink, hell. He over there got the Giants defense balling.
Yay, dude.
They give up over 25 points. So, I guess we probably should have just reconsidered by letting them go, especially after what happened yesterday. But anyway, yeah, y'all Giants defense played good, man. Saquon had 100 yards again, didn't he?
No, he had 72. I think he probably had 100, but he had 100 all-purpose yards.
Yeah, Daniel Jones had a solid game.
Let me make sure I'm correct here. He was he had 89. He had 89 total yards altogether.
What about Daniel Jones passing yards?
176.
Hey, good enough. He managed the game.
Yeah. Oh, I hold on. I gotta give him his credit because in that fourth quarter, we had the ball with like 5 minutes left. He killed all the time on the clock. Yeah. So you're right.
All right, next game, Jets and Browns. Who did you pick for that?
That's the game I had the Browns winning. I definitely the reason why I picked the Browns to win, I definitely thought their defense was going to be on Flacco ass. But I picked them to lose, and I'm gonna just hand it straight over to you. I should have known. Joe Flacco has only lost to the Browns twice. No matter what team he has played on, he has only lost to the Browns twice. I'm gonna hand it over to you.
Yeah, but the Browns almost should have won. They threw that touchdown last second, so it wasn't a bad pick.
You're right.
After having that performance against us, he had to show the world, like, hey man, I'm still Joe Cool. I still got some good games left up in me. And he had a pretty good game. Garrett Wilson, had his breaking out party for the touchdown. Jets defense, they made plays when they needed to, so it was a pretty good win. Like I said, they're gonna be a surprise team, especially when Zach Wilson gets back. Cleveland's still gonna be okay, because like I said, they still can run the ball. They still got that mean O-line. Brissett ain't turning the ball over like that, so they'll bounce back. The whole AFC North took a dive. Next game, Jaguars and Colts. Please tell me you pick the Jags. Please tell me you pick the Jags.
I don't think neither one of us did. Well, you picked what I picked. No, I definitely picked the Colts. I'm gonna tell you why I picked the Colts.
I would have, if I had the time, because I knew they barely lost to the Commanders. They should have won that game.
Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna tell you why I picked the Colts though, and I'm not trying to throw no shots at you, bro. But bro, this all you. Literally, I love the Colts defense. You got me looking at that dude Kenny Moore. So once you start talking about the Buckner last year, I started diving in like, yo, who? My brother keep talking about these Colts. Who the corners on here? Who this on there? And then on top of that, your MVP of last year, Jonathan Taylor. I thought for sure that it was going to be the opposite, 24-0. So I'm just shocked. I have nothing really to say. I'm just shocked. I mean, I know Trevor Lawrence can do what he do, but I'm just shocked. It's all of you.
Yeah, man. Matt Ryan threw 3 picks, like 195 yards. I know this because I skimmed through the game yesterday. Trevor Lawrence had an okay game, 245 yards, 2 touchdowns. Christian Kirk went off. He's showing like, hey, everybody, was a little upset I got paid. I'm showing y'all why they gave it to me. And that Jags defense, man, like I said, they played good last week. They should have won last week.
Yeah.
They like, hey, man, the Urban Meyer shenanigans, that shit over with. Him sitting at the ball, getting lap dances. We got a coach here that just won a Super Bowl not too long ago. Got a raw deal in Philly for whatever reason. But yeah, he got them guys playing. Like, we really see the full potential of the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Lawrence is going to be most improving player. Like, in that defense, Trayvon Walker, them guys got at them. So, yeah, man. Jacksonville, man. I had a funny feeling they was going to rebound. All right, this game right here, I was at yesterday. I'm so mad. We pulled in Atlanta Falcons. Dolphins, Ravens. We already both took the Ravens. So I'm going to let you start, bro.
I'm gonna be sure on this one. I felt like we got too excited and gave up. We took our foot off the gas pedal. This is exactly, and I could be wrong. I'm gonna let you take it over. From what I saw, the game literally went like this: we are beating the shit out of one of the best teams in the NFL, an upcoming team, and then we're shutting down the fastest team in the league. Far as quarterbacks, to Lewis Tua, he's like a top 5 running back for quarterback for speed. Mosa, top 5 running back far as speed. And we already know them 2 wide receivers. Top 5 far as speed. And then for us to have the injuries we have, to be scoring the way we scoring, to talk about the way we talk, and then we got them by 21. So all I felt like is we had them on that, we had them on the neck, and then we took our foot off the gas pedal. Took our foot off the gas pedal because it was no way. It was no way they were supposed to come back, especially those last two drives where Tyreek Hill scored 2 touchdowns on both corners. I'm going to hand it over to you.
Yeah, you're right, man. It's just nowhere in the world, man. Lamar played a perfect game. Played a Madden game. 300 yards in the air, 100 yards on the ground. Like, it's like, what else could he do? Like, our defense just basically, once Marlon Humphrey went down, it was just all to the bag day, man. And, half our secondary, we was playing rookies. So it's like, but Mike McDonald, man, he has to realize, man, them guys need safety help. They're just first year NFL players. You got guys landing up with the fastest receiver in the league with no help. Like, it's crazy, man. We made Tua Tagovailoa look like Dan Marino all day.
Yes.
I was telling the guy sitting beside me in Raw, said, he look like Dan Marino, man.
6 TDs.
Yeah, man. Bad first try to get there, man, because he had all day to throw the ball. Justin Houston should not be our best pass rusher right now. And he's on his last leg. Daffy Oway, you gotta, I don't know, I guess the fame catching up to you now because everybody and juiced you up. You have to be a rookie year. You gotta, come on, man. You gotta put it up. But, yeah, tough loss, man. So, yeah, that right there. I'm already thinking about the Patriots now because just. All right, Bucks, Saints. Who do we take for that?
We both took the Bucks. Hold on. No, we both took the Saints. And this one, I'm sorry. Watch this though. I gotta do it again. I'm blaming you for the Saints. Want me to tell you why? Because I really believed in Jameis Winston. I thought for sure that I said, yo, James Winston, watch this dude gonna come out there and play Tom Brady. Watch this. Technically, he did. The only thing was the Buccaneers just had better defense. That's what it came down to. The Buccaneers just had better defense. I mean, I'm looking at it. Tom Brady, 190 yards passing. He threw the ball 34 times, only 18 completions. Yeah, no wide receivers really did anything outstanding. I mean, it was pretty much just a fighting match. I mean, we already saw Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore both got put out of the game, and so that pretty much was over. But I mean, I was just shocked that it happened like this, and the loss happened was. I mean, and of course, I went with the Saints again, just based off of what the Saints has been doing to Tom Brady, and they continue to do that to Tom Brady. So, that game was in what's the name too. So shit. But yeah, I fucked up and I picked the Saints because I trust Winston, and I see why I don't.
No, I mean, that game, the Saints do have their number. Brady's only 2-4 against them, so I understand. But I just knew eventually he was going to beat them because, like, it was one of the things. He wasn't going to just lose the Saints. Like, so it was a tough game, 20-10. No, I mean, the Bucks defense played amazing. Tom Brady did enough to keep him afloat. So yeah, it was pretty solid defensive game. That's all I said about that. We both took the lines, thank God.
I think I was more excited about this game. Even if the Ravens would have won, I was more excited about this game than all of them.
Yeah, so Dolph had a pretty good game, had 4 TDs. I think he had 300 yards or close to it.
256.
Close to it. Wentz had 300 yards. He had a solid game. But yeah, that was just a bomb burner, man. I said the Lions are playing tough. I knew they were gonna get the dub. All right, 49ers and Seahawks.
Oh, we definitely picked the 49ers. I'm gonna pick anytime, long as Geno Smith the quarterback, I'm always gonna pick the opposite team.
Yeah, Trey Lance got hurt unfortunately. Definitely wish him a speedy recovery, man, because he got a bright future.
All I'm gonna say is this: Jimmy Garoppolo is the smartest NFL player right now.
So the smartest.
He's the highest paid bench player of all time. And then in his contract, insensitive is that if he was to get in any games and win the games, he would get an extra $350,000.
I like that, Jeff. But the 49ers defense played amazing, man. So, they ran the ball. I don't really know what Debo numbers was, but obviously he didn't really have to do a lot. So they bounced back from the terrible loss to the Bears. Falcons, Rams. We took Rams, I'm assuming.
Of course. I don't see that anything. I've been saying this since the beginning. I don't see anything down in Atlanta that I respect except for AJ Terrell, who gave up a touchdown. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm convinced on Drake London. I'm convinced. He was killing yesterday. I'm convinced.
Maybe for sure. Yeah, Matt Stafford, them guys, they had to bounce back after that debacle on Thursday Night Football. I guess the ceremony and the rings got to them. I don't know, because there was a lot going on. But yeah, they had to bounce back. That was a bad showing they put on. The Bills should basically mouthed them up. So yeah, Cooper Cup got it together. Cam Akers had a good game. So yeah, that was a good rebound win for the Rams. And then this bomb burn in overtime with the Raiders and Cardinals. Who we took in that game?
We took the Raiders. The only reason why
It went to overtime. I could have went either way. I ain't mad about that.
And the only reason why I took the Raiders because I was so convinced in what's his name, Crosby, and what's the other guy name?
Oh, Chandler Jones.
That's why. That's why. That's all along. All I was and look and bro, we had him 20-0. And then Kyler Murray does what he does. So he deserved his money. I'm just gonna say this. I'm probably no longer picking the Vegas anymore. I don't like jumping on bandwagons, but I wanted to jump on that Vegas bandwagon on far as do not play with this team. And I'm watching it. People are knowing how to play defense on Devontae Adams, even though he's still unstoppable. They know how to play defense on him. And then come on, man, we already saw how Hunter Renfrow lost him the game. I'm gonna hand it over to you.
Yeah, man, that fumble by Byron Murphy, like you said, they were down. Kyler brought them back in the game. Hollywood had some drops, but he got it back together. Good game.
You always saying that Hollywood has some drops.
That's what it is. He like a smaller version. He like another Mark Clayton, but yeah, my Byron Murphy stole the show, picked up the phone, ran it back. Like the Raiders got a lot of soul searching to do. They was projected to win the West, be a dark horse Super Bowl team, and their own. Me and you picked them to finish last because we knew the other three teams were a little better, but yeah, it was a pretty good game overtime. But yeah, they don't win next week. It's gonna be a short season for them. All right, Texans Broncos. Because it's safe to say we picked the Broncos.
Of course, of course that the Broncos is my team. My pick for the AFC to go to the Super Bowl. All I'm gonna say about this is I'm not impressed. Like I'm glad. That's why the main reason why I want to do this show just to say this about Russell Westbrook and Russell Wilson. I'm gonna hand it over to you because he is playing like Russell Westbrook. What I'm saying is this: there's two type of Russell Wilsons. There's Dangerous Russ, who had about 2 or 3 MVP seasons, meaning the 2 seasons he went to the Super Bowl, and then 1 season when he just plays spectacular. Since then, he's just been playing like Russell Wilson, who's in the NFL. That's it. So Mitchell Trubisky's in the NFL. Baker Mayfield is in the NFL. We're not talking about Super Bowl or MVPs. And what I'm saying is, Russell, you can't wait till you get this team with all his talent on offense and those running backs and that defense, and you putting up 16 and struggle against your Seahawks. I need better. That's not going to cut it. Hand it over to you.
Good defensive win. They should have won by more, but hey, a win is a win. This for a team of their caliber, they should not be in dogfights with the Seahawks tight in Texas. So I know Nathaniel Hackett will get to the drawing board like, man, these type of we supposed to blow these teams out. So it's something that's going to keep them humble and grounded. But the Broncos defense back-to-back weeks didn't give up 20 points. So
facts.
You can hang your hat on, but definitely a good win for them. Bengals Cowboys. Who we pick for that?
All right, I think we both pretty much picked the Bengals just because of the injury of Dak Prescott. And all I'm gonna say is, Bengals, are you going back to being the Bengals?
Looks like it.
Are you really that Super Bowl drunk? Are you forgot that you lost? You know when you lose the Super Bowl and you try to go back to win and to get it. It looked like you guys were like, hey, yo, we made it to the Super Bowl. We the Bengals after all. We never go to the Super Bowl. So that was our Super Bowl win, just going to our Super Bowl interviews. Because I don't know, you just let, who the fuck is Cooper Rush? I'm going to hand it over to you. I don't want to talk about Cooper Rush.
He played pretty well, man. Like I said, he won him a couple of games last year when Dak got hurt. So he's a solid backup. But yeah, man, the Bengals, like, they drunk their Kool-Aid and read their press clippings way too much. Because now it's like life came at you fast. Last year, you crept up on teams, you crept up because you had a last place schedule. Now you are the top dog. Teams are gunning for you. You're the AFC champion, AFC North Division champion. You can't creep up on nobody no more. People are game planning for Jamar Chase and all those guys.
Yes.
Game planning for Joe Burrow. Like, yeah, it's like you no more sneaking through the back door no more. You got to come through the front door like everybody else. Yeah, I mean,
you ain't lying.
Dallas played a good game. They needed to bounce back. Like I said, they had a tough loss against the Bucks. Bears Packers. I'm assuming we both took the Packers here.
Of course. You already know how I feel about Justin Fields. Even last week after their win, what did he do? He looked like a kid diving in that mud and sliding like still a kid. And I'm gonna give him that. It wouldn't shock me that he probably wouldn't get it together until like year 5 and 6 on down, because he's just one of those guys. I'm a kid. I'm in the league. I'm playing against my favorite guys. Where Aaron Rodgers doing something. Let's figure this shit out. He's over here playing, and I'm trying to figure this shit out. And I mean, guys was making catches. To me, Packers, stick to it. Aaron Rodgers is that guy. But you're gonna have to take it back to them Peyton Manning last year on the Broncos. Run the ball and get to the Super Bowl. Run the ball and play defense. Because they literally got 2 running backs that's getting 5 yards to pop every time. Every time. Both of their running backs is catching the ball better than their wide receivers every time. So, it's just that simple. I'm giving the ball next week, and from here on out, you're going to see a lot of Aaron Jones, and you're going to see a lot of Dylan running down your throat. I'm going to hand it over to you.
I agree, man. Like, laying on the run game when y'all realize you don't got Devontae no more. So you don't got that guy that you know for sure is gonna get open every time. You got a good collective group of receivers, but you don't have that number one like show enough X. Like, yeah, Samuel guys, they're gonna make their plays. Christian Watson gonna make their play. Randall Cobb gonna make his plays. Romeo Doubs is getting better, and then you still got your tight ends, and all of them. But yeah, run the football, man. Like I said, you got a big 250-pound back, especially it's gonna get cold in Green Bay. Wear teams down, then you could throw the ball. You Aaron Rodgers, you can always fight somebody 300, bro. So run the ball, put them extra defenders in the box. Now your receivers got one-on-ones instead of now against bracket coverages. Now they got beat one guy. Now you tell me what enough of a receiver can't just beat one guy. Make life easy for your receivers. You do that by running the football. But who we took Titans Bills? They playing right now. The Bills up.
We picked. No. We picked the Bills. We didn't pick the Titans.
Gotcha. We ain't gonna say too much of that game's going on. We'll revisit that, next show, whatever, and talk about the 2 games first. So we took them Vikings, Eagles. They played this because it's 2 games tonight. They play.
No, hold on, no. Now we can split right here. I'm going with the Eagles.
I'm going Philly too.
Okay, all right.
I got them going 2-0. Let's pick out week 3 games. Let's we're gonna put a time limit on each game, 1 minute. So, I mean, we got 35.
Let's go, man.
Steelers, Browns.
I'm liking what Jacoby Brissett is doing, but I'm still gonna go with the Steelers.
Why?
I'm going with the Steelers just off the simple fact is that defense. I mean, they didn't lose last week because of that defense. They lost last week because of Mitchell Trubisky.
Okay. I'm going with the Browns because they should have won. I don't got them giving up a last-second touchdown again like that again. That run game with Kareem and Chubb is just going to be too much. TJ Watt nicked up. Minka Fitzpatrick can't keep bailing them up with blocked field goals. Then, like I said, Mari Cooper's starting to get involved now. Then Myles Garrett, him and Brown is going to cause problems for me. So I'm going with the Browns. I'm going to Browns 27-20. Give me a score.
I'm going 20 to 13.
Bills Dolphins. Woo, this is going to probably be game.
Bills Dolphins. I'm going to pick the Bills to sweep them this season just because of those 2 safeties. Just because of the 2 safeties. Out of all the teams in the NFL, them safeties from the Bills, they're going to stay back there. So I'm going to go in a high-scoring affair. I'm going to go 36-35. 36-35. I'm going with the Bills.
I'm going with the Bills too. For the Dolphins, look what it took for them to have the one last week. They're not going to be able to do that every week. I'm going Bills. I'm gonna go 38-31. I think both teams gonna put some points on each other.
I like that score.
Bengals and Jets. I know I'm gonna pick, but it's.
Matter of fact, I'm going to stick with the Jets. I'm going to stick with the Jets just because of this. Not Sauce Gardner, not Joe Flacco. Do you see how Kawan Alexander is playing for the Jets, the linebacker?
He played for the Saints, yeah.
I didn't know he was that good, bro. I'm keeping it 100. I didn't know he was that good. But the Jets seem to be flying around, and I'm a Sauce Gardner fan. I'm going to go with the Jets beating these guys And I think this time the Bengals going to struggle. I got the Jets winning like 28-17. 28-17, I'm going with the Jets.
11-point game. I see you got the Bengals going on 3.
Yes, sir.
I think the losing streak stops here because they got too much talent on that team. It's just they had two tight games they lost. One was a block field goal, the other one backup quarterback they had no film on. They got film on the New York Jets. I think this gonna get ugly. I think because then I think they hand all week long. Was a Super Bowl fluke? Was this, that, and the third? Yeah. So now pissed off Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
Mm-hmm.
Tearing that ass up. I'm going Bengals 31. I'm going Jets 14. I think they win by 17.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see Flacco going that back to back to back. All right, Raiders Titans.
Even though I picked them to lose tonight, and what did I just say a couple minutes ago? I'm not going with the Raiders no more. I'm going with the Titans to get the job done. And it wouldn't shock me if the Raiders did win this game, but I'm going to go with the Titans getting the job done and a nail biter. Matter of fact, I'm looking. I don't see nothing that the Titans make me proud, so I take that back. I'm going to give the Raiders one more chance, and I'm going to go with them in a blowout, getting everything together. Give me 31-13.
I'm gonna go Tennessee here because regardless of the outcome tonight, the Raiders' run defense still hasn't impressed me. What they got coming into town? Big Hammer. Yeah, it's just like that's gonna make life easy for Tannehill. They're gonna play action pass. You got Hooper, Robert Woods, what's my man Traylon Brooks. So, but Big Henry gonna cause problems, man. And then Titans defense, bro, underrated. So I'm going with the Titans. I'm gonna go on a tight game. I'm gonna go 24-21.
Okay.
Saints Panthers.
Saints and Panthers. Hey man, Saints gonna eat Baker Mayfield alive. Another blowout. I'm gonna go with a nasty blowout, like 20-6. 20-6. I got them beating them 20-6. I'm going with the Saints 20-6.
Funny you say that. I got the Panthers winning because they just lost their first 2 games by 3 points both times, like one play. They're gonna win this game. I think Baker gonna come out and have a pretty solid game. Christian McCaffrey gonna get going. That defense gonna force Jameis. Jameis gonna give you some opportunities now. So I think this gonna be the game.
Oh yes, he is.
It's gonna be the game to get them off the hump there at home. So yeah, like I said, they could easily be 3 and they could easily be torn up.
Mm-hmm.
Ravens Patriots. Feeling.
You said Patriots, right?
Ravens Patriots, yeah.
I love you, Matt Jones. I love you, Damon Harris. Man, I think the Ravens going to eat. I think this going to be the first time where we really don't have to worry about no wide receivers. It's really no scurry rushing attempt. And we better hope that Matt Judon don't know the plays. But I'm still going to go with my Ravens getting the job done. And if we do not take our foot off the gas pedal, we finish the deal. I'm talking about a 35-17 win. I'm going with my Ravens, 35-17.
I'm going our Ravens as well. I think it's going to be a little closer. I'm going to go 27-17.
Ooh, 20. Okay. Go ahead, I can hear you. Go ahead.
That's how we'll be 27-17 Ravens. All right, Lions, Vikings.
Damn it. I'm only going to pick the Vikings because Jameson Williams is still hurt. I love what the Lions got going on. Fucking Justin Jefferson, yo. It's all about it's only about Justin Jefferson. And I don't think I can trust Akudier off the Lions. I don't trust him just yet. I'm going with the Vikings.
Jeff Okudah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust him just yet. So I'm gonna go with the Vikings just because of Justin Jefferson. And a close one. Let me get 27-21.
I'm gonna go Vikings as well. I'm gonna go I think Dalvin Cook and then Justin Jefferson and Thielen.
See?
I'm gonna go 34-20. 2 touchdown game.
I can deal with that.
Eagles and Commanders.
You say Eagles and who?
Commanders. Washington Commanders.
Oh, I'm going with the Eagles all day. That's my NFC Championship team against the Rams. So I'm going with the Eagles every single time, unless they play against like the Giants or probably the Rams. But I'm going with the Eagles. And I want to see what Devontae Smith is going to do. I want to see what Devontae Smith is going to do. He got locked down last week, no catches at all, and we get to see what he's going to do tonight. But I'm expecting the Eagles to win high fashion, high scoring. I'm going 35-17.
I'm going Eagles too. I got them running. I got them putting up more points. I got them going 40. I got the Eagles winning at 41-17. Man, I think they just gonna pick them apart, man. AJ and Devontae both gonna have 100 yards, and then Miles Sanders with 100 yards himself, and that Eagles defense gonna dominate. Chiefs and Colts.
Chiefs by far. And I'm going with a blowout. Matt Ryan pissed me off. Matt Ryan, out of all of the quarterbacks that the Colts had in the last 3 years, I think Matt Ryan came in the league after Phillip Rivers. He came in the league before Carson Wentz, and he looked at the oldest out of all of them. So I'm down. It blowout. It wouldn't shock me if the Colts 2 weeks in a row 0. I'm going 35-0. 31-0. 31-0. 31-0.
I'm gonna agree to an extent. I don't think they're gonna shut them out because the Chiefs defense still is mad.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna go Chiefs 38. I'm gonna go 17, 21-point game.
Okay.
Texans, Bears. This is interesting right here.
I gotta go with my quarterback from the Texans. Come on, baby. I've been talking about him a lot. I gotta go with him. Bro. He still hasn't had a game where he threw under 200 yards yet. You feel me? And I ain't trying to brag like, yo, he threw for 200. But I'm just saying that got to amount to something in Texans history. So I'm gonna go with the Texans. I'm gonna go with the Texans. I'm gonna go 27-20.
Much as I want to pick the Texans because I know Levy want to beat the Bears defense is better right now.
Like facts. I do that. They flying around.
Last night, so it's I'm going with the Bears 20-17. Justin Fields gonna bounce back. He's gonna have 200 yards. He's gonna throw a touchdown. He's gonna run for one. The Bears defense.
I can see that.
Jags and Chargers.
I'm still going with the Chargers. I mean, I don't give a. I think this is going to be a game where we still see that Trevor Lawrence. This 2 things going to happen. We're either going to see that Trevor Lawrence is ready or that he's still growing, because you're going to have to put up 20, 30 points when you're going against Justin Herbert every time. So I'm going to go with Justin Herbert getting the win 35-20. But I want to see if Trevor Lawrence is going to be able to at least keep the game 20-20 for a long time, and then Justin Herbert go away. But I just want to see that. But I'm going to go with Justin Herbert getting the job done. 35. The score will be 20.
I got the Chargers. They're going to bounce back from that, tough loss. I got the Chargers winning this game. I'm going to go. Let's go 34. Go 34-24. 10-point game. Rams, Cardinals.
Aaron Donald, I'm calling on you. I did pick the Rams to go back to the Super Bowl. I'm going to pick the Rams to finish the score. Let me get 24-27, a nail biter.
I'm going to agree with you on that. I'm going Rams too, 27-24. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think, Cooper Kupp, Leo Ramsey, who can make a play, and Aaron Donald. So that's going to give you an edge of getting a stop. Packers and Bucks, rematch of the 2020 NFC Championship game.
Oh, we getting ready to see Aaron Rodgers fuck Tom Brady up on his last year. He getting ready to destroy him. I think right now, because of the age difference, Aaron Rodgers is playing better. I'm going with Aaron Rodgers getting the job done. It could be a battle, but I'm going to go Aaron Rodgers and the Packers at least putting up 42, and the Bucks struggling, but give you 23. So I'm going to go to score 23-42, going with the Packers.
I'm going to go with the Packers because everybody going to have them as underdogs because, the lead of the Chiefs and Brady 2-0 and all that. They're going to spoil the party. I got the Packers winning. I'm going to go I'm gonna go 31-28. A field goal game.
That's cool.
Aaron Rodgers is gonna spread the ball around. Run the football. The Packers defense is much better now with Quay Walker and Devontae Wyatt. They're gonna make some plays and help get the ball back home. So I got the Packers 31-28. Falcons and Seahawks. It's another intriguing game.
And you said who is Seahawks? Falcons?
Falcons, yeah.
I'm just going with the Falcons because the Falcons would have won that game if it wasn't for Jalen Ramsey intercepting the ball in the end zone.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with them. And probably the ugliest game out of all of them. The score going to be the same as the score was for Carolina and the what's the name? The score going to be some basketball shit. I'm going to be nasty. The score is going to be 19-18, and I'm going to pick the Falcons.
I'm picking the Falcons for the simple fact, man. They just got more going on. I like Marcus Mariota. Like I said, they got Cal Pitts, Drake London, and AJ Terrell. Him and DK going to beat, but they're not going 0-2. They could have easily been 2-0, like we just said. I'm going to Falcons here. I'm going to go 27-20 and a one touchdown. 49ers, Broncos.
I don't care who the quarterback. I'm going with the Broncos. And until I see something different, I can't give you no big number score. I'm going with 23-20. A field goal wins the game.
Okay, I'm going on 49ers as well. Better quarterback.
No. I pick Broncos.
Broncos. I mean, that's what I meant to say. So, yeah, I'm taking Russell with Jimmy G all day, every day. I'm going 27-24 Broncos. All right, Monday Night Football next week. Cowboys and Giants. I'm gonna let you start.
I know you. Boy, I'm happy. Dak Prescott hurt. We should be able to get them. We should be able to get them.
Bengals thought, but I agree that the odds are on the Giants' hand right now.
Yeah, and I'm just going to because this is the division, and then like you said, we got a win. So I mean, this gonna be a game where we get to them boys and Skip Bayless be bragging about this game. I think we're gonna beat them. I'm gonna say in a struggle game. I'm gonna go 31-17. My G-men.
3-0 for the first time since. But me, for some odd reason, I think the Cowboys gonna win. They always show up with the Giants, no matter who playing.
I can give you that.
I think Zeke and Pollard will keep it on the ground, have a decent game. I think Cooper Rush will do enough. They still got CeeDee Lamb. I think Michael Parsons is gonna make a play or two that's gonna change the game. So I'm going Cowboys. I'm gonna go 24-21.
I like that.
That's it for today's show. Maurice, go ahead and do your thing.
Huh?
That's it.
That's it. All right. Well, as always, man, this is another great episode with Big Bro. You know what I'm saying? I was excited about this one. I can't wait till we do this again because I got some more shit to say, especially when it comes to college football. It's a couple plays I wanted to talk about that happened last week. I mean, somebody, I forgot who was it that had, to me, I think was somebody avoided a sack last week. I'll have it by the next time we do the next show. But somebody last week avoided a sack and threw a pass downfield and kept it was.
But then you just put it in your notes.
Yeah, it will be there. But as always, man, thank you. You know where to find me at on Maurice Savage Jr. on Facebook. And if you can't find me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, I_AM_Thought of Pharaoh. That's me. It's DB Life or No Life.
All right, everyone. Y'all already know. Check this out on YouTube. For those who didn't see it live, you can watch it there. Listen to it on the audio podcast, Anchor, Spotify, podcast, to everyone, be great on your way to the freedom. Remember, I can say hashtag now. I just can't use it in the title. Hashtag KPSC. Keep that same energy. When your host, Justin Taylor, co-host Maurice Jr. We'll probably chop it up. We'll try to get something going Friday if everything pans out with our schedule. Stay tuned. Love you guys, and we're going to see you when we see you. Peace.